Hey Joff, I think it's a bit of both really. I haven't been to sleep yet, but then I did get up at 6 p.m. So, hiya brother Craig. Got my treatment in my... What you do, Craig, with them similar little filters like you. I just got you have to increase your oxygen, airflow and whatnot while you're treating this medication. But there's them caves, Craig. No joy yet. Don't think my plecos are big enough yet. I had my body clock sorted, Joff. I had it back to like UK times, but then it went Australian, and now I think I'm on Craig's time zone. So I was like bored out my tree. Said to Craig, I'm bored. I'm at that time where I'm really bored. So I thought, I'll go live. Even if there's just one or two people, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I've really ramped up the oxygen. I mean, the fin rot, it's not too bad. It's not rotted away or it's just gone white. Do you know where it goes like almost like a fungally white spot? Yeah, why not? I'm treating them with... It's got... formaldehyde, actiflovin, and aminocryodine. It went a lovely shade of green. Done a big water change, then I did the treatment. I've also ordered a bigger UV clarifier. I was only using a 6 watt one, wasn't enough, so I've gone for a 26 watt clarifier. It's still, like I said, this is the one. You can see it. You wouldn't even recognise it. It just looks a bit raggedy, and it's got. If you can look and see on that side, look, can you see it? So I've already done salt and everything, but it's only that one. What's Aquacare's new? It's I think it's Maidenhead Aquatics own brand. Don't quote me on that though. But now I use the other medications of that brand, Joff, and I've had alright good success really. But tanks clean, eating, no nitrates, no nitrites, no ammonia. No leftover poo on, as you can see for yourselves, even in the back, in between the plants. I over everywhere. I just don't think the UV clarifier I was using was powerful enough, and I think that was it. That's my issue. I think they needed with discus because of how many waterborne diseases discus can get. A UV clarifier will eliminate 99.9% of them, So I bought a new one yesterday. That comes on Wednesday. and I bought these cheap. Look how powerful they are. Little miniature little things, but boy, did they pack some oomph. And they go with a coarse sponge, and then like a fine blue sponge, but you can fill them with filter floss, anything. Real good suction cups. That's it. Way Pro. But it was only £10 each. So to do it, Geoff, like Craig does, disturb the tank, crud and mold and all that. Get it disturbed, pop one in. Before you know it, you've got crystal clear clarity. I tried to go live with a TikTok friend earlier, and all I could do was go live audio. But it got me 39 followers, so I'll soon be at 800. And then I'm going to invite Craig, and we can do like a battle where your friends and my friends have got to tap the screen. Whoever gets the most tap wins. Where's that just said, love? Oh, it's not charging. But there was on special, so I bought 10 of them. And I've got one there, look. Messed the tank up, did a full water change, and then I'm going faster on TikTok than I am on YouTube, Geoff. What took me to get to 250, it took me 8 days. On YouTube, it's taken me about 3-4 months. I've just reached 400 subs. 400, well, I'm on 402, I think. I haven't put much effort into YouTube of late, really. I've been doing big changes in tanks behind me and that, moving rocks. Took some old sand out, because I like to change, don't know if you've noticed in me, every so often I like to change some of the sand out to keep it fresh and nice. Did you notice I don't get cyanobacteria in any of my tanks? Do you know what I put that down to? Having snails in there. So, I did a little test earlier. I added 4 Ramzon snails to one of these I've got in the hallway with my peacock fry in it. And yeah, they thought it was getting really algae. Put the snails in and I've cleaned it. Good morning back. Or mid-morning. Some of it, yes, depending what sand it is. If it's this silver sand, no, I don't. If it's the sand above, which is the crystal quartz, yes, I do. Because I mix the crystal quartz with some volcanic crushed lava rock, bit of nutrients, bit of old shrimp soil, and you get a lovely base. And I also use some of the old soil for my plants. Have you been to pick your dinner up, Craig? Four degrees Celsius outside, 25 Celsius in here. Toasty, yeah. I've just collected more eggs. I've sussed out peacock gobies as well, breeding. Do not remove the eggs, because no matter how good quality your egg tumbler is, believe me, they will go off and they don't hatch. So what you do, you leave them for 4 to 5 days. After day 5 to day 6, they'll start forming eyes. Then get to day 7. By day 7, they started wiggling, but they stay on the edge of the tube. Put your finger at each end of the tube, remove it with the water in. Take a jug of the tank water out, put it into it, and then acclimate them into your next tank for your thing. So you don't intervene with peacock gobies. You've got to wait about a week. let, it seems to letting the male do the male seems to do the job as well. It is indeed. I've just ordered some more breeders. I want to get like Craig. I want to breed a bit of everything. I've also managed to accidentally harvest a load of baby fish. I'm not sure. Well, I know there's Corridorus, but I don't know which ones they are because they've been in multiple tanks. Someone had gone in the spawning moat. Now I've got about 12 little fry in a tank. Well, you're complaining, it's free fish, isn't it? That's how I see breeding. It's like you go and buy, you go and spend $30 on each fish, and then fish breed. It's like that feeling, you know. I've just done 300 quid's worth of fish, and they ain't cost me a damn, apart from what is to feed them. It never gets old in the hobby. But I highly rate these German breeding rings. You put your airline through there, connects to the collar, and then because this lifts air up, it actually drags water up through there. And that's so far, and even baby brown can't get through it. And the ease of taking them apart to clean, it's as easy as that. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, A, B, C. You and me. Hello, Discus North. I've got a discus problem. That discus there, it's not poorly. It's just I've just turned the light back on, so it was asleep, still eating and everything. Got a little bit of fin rotty going on, so I've started treatment, and yeah, started treatment on it. And I'm doing a custom built like UV clarifier. I've just spent £139 on one. It's 26 watt UV. I don't think my UV clarifier was strong enough. Yeah, I've got the meds for it. I've nicked the meds. No, none of the others. They're still eating everything, doing everything it should. Did a big water change, treated it. Now I'll do a big water change again in 3 days. Then I'll repeat medication. I've also I was advised by a good discus breeder, Chen, to put some salt in the water. Yeah, well, I remember, and it stuck with me, you going on about UV, and I thought, well, anything what travels through it gets killed if it's by bacterias. And I'm thinking, man, I'm looking at man, I'm thinking it's 6 watt, me thinking it's 16 watt, and it's not, it's 6 watt. And 6 watt's good for like a 50 litre tank, like a 10-gallon tank, but not. Hello, Jeremy. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. I'll tell you now exactly. These them bendy lumini lights on Amazon. If you want a water, I don't know what it is, what lights the LED effects they use, but if you put one of them on, honest to God, I get all the I get the full ceiling all lights up with the wavy water. Do you know, to get the shimmer effect? I put some bacteria, I put some bacteria builds. I've also used a bit of my probiotic bio, because you can use it in fish as well. And what this does, it builds immunity to disease resistance. So oh yeah, newtometers, or whatever it's called. We deal with Kelvin in our scale. Like an adequate plant light is 6,000 Kelvin. Some really nice red shrimp in there. But yeah, Sean, I've done everything I can. Now I've just got to let it. It's going to kill me not water changing, but I need the medication to work. I'm still spot cleaning and everything, taking out big poos and the usual. But yeah, I've upped. My clarifier comes on Wednesday, but I'm going to do it so this filter here, this little Amazon thing that I found, that's going to pass. The UV clarifier is going to go there, so that's going to give it some oomph all the way through, which then takes it to the inlet. And the idea is it goes from the back, it goes into the system, clean, and comes back out. I'm also doing what you recommended for when I go away. I've ordered a blue barrel. I've got some 80 litre, I don't know what that is in gallons. I've got some in the garden. I'm going to turn them into like 26 watts. How many watts is the pump? Yeah, well, I thought like overfiltration, it's like having a sump. You know, it's because my son's not going to be able to do the what. Oh, what's in the bulb? 26 watts. But I also did another thing. I bought an even better one. I've bought an inline 56 Eheim one. Eheim, Eheim, however you pronounce it, Eheim, which I'm going to add. Adequate for a small pond, basically. But you can never have enough overkill, can you? That's it. Yeah, I agree. Overkill is best, as I'm finding out. And you know what? I've been kept my water changes and everything. If I'm honest, I'm actually changing more water than I should, but maybe that's the issue. And I don't think it is. I think I've accidentally put it in there myself by cross-contaminating somewhere. I ain't letting it beat me. It's all a learn. It's all a class. It's all a lesson. It's not showing up on any of the other fins, the back, or it's just the two side ones. They've not even rotted away. It's like looks like a white spot, but it's like spread like a fungus. Well, this is it. Sometimes it's not as sad as this sounds. It's nice for things like this to happen, to educate yourself. If I could zoom in on it, I would say it's slightly fuzzy, in a way, but not fuzzy like fluffy. It looks like fin rot with like some sort of bacterial. But yeah, I said to my wife, I was like, love, I've got the issue with my discus, but I really need a UV clarifier. She turned around and said, get one then. I was like, what? Hiya, Craig. Oh, this medication what I've got, it's got the green stuff. There's meth blue. What's the green one? Is it malachite? Green malachite. Does it say exactly the same thing? Yeah, green malachite. I think it's green malachite or malachite, something like that. Does exactly the same. Yeah, that's why my tank's looking green now. It's in there. It does the same job. The only thing you don't get when you've used blue, meth blue, you've got a big dick. Yeah, well, lucky enough the treatment will finish by Wednesday, because I don't want to be adding you don't add the UV while you treat them, because it can actually degrade the treatment. So I've got UV off at the moment. Like I say, it's all as sad as it sounds. I'm glad it's happened to teach me, because it puts me in good stead for the future for any hiccups. It's like I've just treated a tank for Hydra. I ended up having a tank with Planera, and I've been a bit slack on my not my maintenance, but like adding things without cleaning them and stuff. Plants especially. Tupperware bread smart box. What's that do? Like keep your bread loaf fresh? Well, that's it. You've got to. If you, at the end of the day, Sean, if you're like me, you're really passionate about what you do. You'll sometimes go so close to them tanks that you can almost see. You see things what you wouldn't see far away, and you're like, keep an eye on that. But doing it that way, if you don't see it, you get a bigger problem. Do you know what we do for that, Craig? I've been doing it for about 5 years now. I put the bread loaf in the fridge, and it lasts 10 days without going mouldy. Basically, I'll tell you how I know about this. Because when I was an industrial cleaner, it was in a bread factory making bread. And did you know when bread is baked, before it goes in the bag, it goes in a cooler. And it goes in a cooler for 4 to 7 days. And I didn't know this until I was cleaning the big ovens with a jet ice blaster. And what that does, it stops the bread. No bread's fresh. It's over a week old before it even gets in a bag. It has to cool down as well. Otherwise it'd sweat in the bag. And then what they do, all the stock of the bread, Craig, they store it in deep freeze. Take out 24 hours before and you've got your bread. So a lot of the bread in the UK is not fresh baked. But yeah, keeping it cool, putting it in the fridge. It's a dream. Oh, you've just said it, Mark. It was something my nana always did. She'd be like, put the sauces in the fridge. They don't belong in the fridge. They belong in the cupboard. No, they don't. They belong in the fridge, cool, chilled. They last longer. Because people, we have when people visitors, people, family, whoever, come here and like, why have you got bread in your fridge? Say, do you get mouldy bread? Yeah, we do usually after 1 or 2 days. Well, there's your answer. Well, funny enough, do you know some of the bread I was making? Well, some of the bread what was being made goes to Australia and New Zealand, and it's called a bloomer, and it's made by Jackson's Bakery. And I know because on the chart thing in the office was all the countries. It's the dark rye bread goes to New Zealand, which is a brown loaf but really dark. And the white bloomer is really popular in Australia and Hong Kong. So for all you know, you might have eaten bread, and I used to love ice blasting. Ice blasting, what a job! Dry ice blasting, all the big bakery machines down. But some bread actually stays in storage for up to 28 days before it actually goes out to the supplier. They sell the bread in Aldi as well, so it's you probably have eaten the bread. It's amazing how it gets made, you know, and the whole line of miles and miles of tracks what transport bread via robots and manual labour and whatnot. Hi Jeff Kane. Jeff Kane, the Kane-I. Kane-I. Can you believe it? Didn't it? Well, I didn't even know it existed. Corridorus, the Kane-I. However you want to pronounce it. I'm doing a fishing trip to my favourite shop on the 15th of... Are we now in December now, guys? If we are, this month, off to get some new fish. And I'm on the lookout, Jeff, for some corries. But the place I go sells... Obviously, I ain't got the money to get, like, 6 C111s. But I still want some nice corries. I mean, never say never. I will have them eventually, but not right now. They're even out of my price range at that price. Although I wouldn't mind buying them, just... It's a big investment. Like bars of gold, really, aren't they, I guess? Hiya, Hug. Fishes are all good, thank you. Well, apart from one discus has got a little bit of fin rot, but the tank's undergoing treatment right now, so it should be alright. Panda curries are nice. I've had pandas before. I had the longfin pandas as well, and I just didn't... It put me off longfin. I don't know why, but it just did. I don't like longfins in Corridorus either. It takes away the Corridorusness of it. Everyone should own curries. You have pandas, don't you, Craig? Welcome in everyone anyways. I'm not sure what fish I want though. I won't mind some different plecos. I've got some Christmas money to take with me as well. Like pre-Christmas money, because you can't buy fish, get fish, unwrapped fish on Christmas Day, can you? So, you know. I do indeed. I have two in fact, and I have three. This tank, my rainbow tank on the landing, and this tank. These tanks bore me. There's no plant. Well, there is a little bit of plant, but it grows enough. They're just rocks. But this is probably my favourite. They're all, you could say they're all really favourites, but and I'd be lying. Art of War, welcome in, good morning. Wooden Morgan. They are, Sean, growing really fast. I said, Critter, you've got panda curries, don't you? But yeah, Sean, they're all. There's one, the one with the hole in the eye is growing slow, but it was only eating live food. But now it's started to catch up because it started eating all the other foods, the granule foods I give it as well, which is a bonus. Because I'll be honest, I thought I was going to lose that one, but no, it's fine, all healed up. But yeah, they're definitely growing good. I've done that, Craig, on more than one occasion, and I thought, wow, that's all what they're on about. And then I'm looking at the chat, and I'm like, the chat doesn't match the live. And then I realised it was one of Jeff's, Jeff Pelham, and I was 24 minutes behind. But no, I've started over filtering my tanks ready for when I go away and stuff, just for peace of mind. 29. You never know what happens in the future, never say never, Hook. If you've always wanted discus and you dream about it, what I would recommend is don't go in feet first, where you buy it and then you end up with issues. Research, research, research. Ask people who have them, experiences, the ideal scenario of what you're purchasing, when you're purchasing, where you're getting them from. Because all these things, if you put them all together, will eliminate you having issues in the long term with your discus. I.e., Discus North advised me my food was too big, which I agreed. So I crushed it down, and when I started crushing it down, there was in it all. You broke the seat, don't ask. What seat have you broke? No? You're forever breaking stuff, Craig. Right, I'll be right back, I just need to get a drink. My pinball seat. Oh, I know what you've been doing on it, haven't you? Rumpy pumpy. Oh, you've been having sexy time. Craig's been sitting on his stool. Bell's been riding like a pro. And then the pole went straight through the seat and up Craig's bum. Now it's called Craig. I'm gonna start. Do you know when I come, do you want me to bring some bubble wrap so you can wrap everything in your house in bubble wrap so you don't break it? Oh, cool. Oh, you're a good lad. You're a good man. You don't make my day, Craigie. But yeah, any suggestions for what fish I should get next? You've got to think of, I am thinking some more African tetras for definite, but a pair of pistogramma triple red cockatoides from our very own Kaz are being delivered on Wednesday and they're going in here. Yeah, it'll work like a chiller, won't it, Craig? But yeah, chilled bread. I find chilled bread nicer as well. Keeps your sandwich cool. I eat a lot of bread. Probably too much, some would say. Used to watch my dad eat a Sunday roast and then he'd have all the gravy and juice left and he'd be like to my mum, there was 2 slices of bread, love. He'd always mop all the gravy up with the bread. But my dad grew up on the days of bread and dip, you know. Tin tomatoes boiled and then you just dips your bread in it, you know. If you had porridge, it was a luxury. I had my first one 2 years ago, Mark. It was interesting. I felt like I'd fucking followed through after it. I'm always hungry, Sean. Food makes me happy. But yeah, I love a good Sunday roast dinner. For dinner this evening, just gone, we had chili con carne, rice and chips. Chips as in fries, but thick chips. You call crisps chips, don't you? So I was like, no, that's America, innit? I'm looking at putting various fish in various tanks, and I've got I've got two 45 litres, two 45 litres tank spaces, which are filtered to about an 80 litre tank. They're over filtered. I've got this tank for something else to go in. I'm trying to cohabit. Oh, you call them chips too? Oh, good, man. Yay. That's good. Right, I've got you. It was a nice gesture. I like unusual, but outside of the box. If something says rare on or wild caught, I'm like, ooh. I really fancy having some angels, but I want them with my discus. But then I'm like, am I pushing it? I'd love some fish and chips right now, even though it is. Oh, the internet's back on. The internet was actually. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm fearing. But I've got space, Sean, for a 4 foot tank. So when I do get a pair of discus, they'll be going into that tank. I will have that tank set up, and then I'll look at getting homes for the other discus, which is not a problem. Yeah, this is what I mean. But the rate they're growing, I'm like, So I've got plans in action. What are you chewing right now, Craig? Let me see. Oh yes. Do you get scraps over there, Craig? Do you know the little bits of the batter, what they have extra in the chip shop? Do you know it looks nice, Craig, until I see lemon on it, and I can see where you've had your gums are on the lemon. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not. Hi, Bill. I won't just go buy some as much as I want them. I will not go. I did it with a discus, and now I'm thinking they're going to need a bigger boat. But I always knew that, and that was the plan. And then I've seen the tank I want, which is a 500 litre tank in a white gloss white canopy with a canopy on the top. It's a custom built tank, but it's only like £1,600. So, but for what you get in tank, and the tank's up too high. So I'm hoping the wife, like, no, you don't need lemon. Salt and vinegar is all you should put on. And if you're having fish, a bit of tartar sauce. I feed my fish a variety of foods, for instance. Treat tablets, staple grow-on food, growth food, catfish pellets, discus granules, beef heart granules, Pro Colour, Tetratab, Nova Pro, Aquacare Tropical Pellet, and mostly these. I hatch me on brown shrimp. The discus fish get California black worm. Yeah, it's around that. So yeah, I'm sure it's around that. I'm sure that figure mix. Oh, could I bring vinegar? Am I allowed to bring vinegar through, Craig? What? So can you go buy vinegar? Vinegar should always go on chips, and a bit of pepper. Oh, nice. So it does pay off. That's good then. Belle's just got to keep plugging. Even when she plugs and I see them posts what get no love but from yourself and like me and Charlotte. Nobody else, I think. But then at the same time, oh, right, okay. But yeah, I'm ordering a set, Craig, for my daughter. Earrings and something else. I look at my crystals, Craig, every day. Just think I've got them. They was once in the room above you. It's mad really, isn't it? I know that just looks like a little cluster, but to me it's like it's earth in its amazing varnished form. Pepper, yeah, pepper does not. Trust me, don't knock it. My grandma used to cook her chips, right? Deep fry her chips, Bill. Put them on a plate with some kitchen towel roll. Then she'd grate the cracked black pepper, sea salt them, mix them all up, and then she'd put them in the oven for like 5-10 minutes, and it was a nice-ish chip. I've tried doing them myself. Yeah, what's this chicken salt? We have chip spice here. It's probably something similar. Nah, lemon not on fish. I disagree. Salt and vinegar all the way. It's alright, guys. I'm just looking at this, what Craig sent, just to make you all hungry. Look at that. Is that a sausage? Look, there's Craig's wiener. Do you reckon, well, if it's that amazing, do you reckon I'd be able to take some home? Stuff like that I want. Oh, that's crab. I wonder if I could bring you some chip spice and I can take some chicken salt. So I bet you'd love chip spice. Chip spice is onion powder, paprika, something else. Tripe. Disgusting. No tripe going near my mouth. See, Craig, I'd eat them chips, but I ain't eating the rest. What you sent me now? Let me have a look. Craig, is that a prawn? Depression food. What is that, Craig? Is that a prawn? A prawn's tail? Yeah, I thought it was. Just grab it by the end. Oh, no, that I would eat. That I would like. We don't get that here in a chippy. You'd have to go to a fishmonger's and then ask for it to be specially done. And it's a shame. Prawns are really expensive. Yeah. Expensive, expensive. Look at that, guys. That looks like some nice batter, actually. They've got the right consistency of crispiness there. I just put that in my mouth and pull. Oosh. Damn you, Craig. Now I'm hungry. Bad gout. I might try and see if I can have fish and chips for my dinner later, Craig. And I'll send you a picture of a proper big piece of fish in batter. Haddock it's called. Don't know if you can get haddock in Australia, but it's the nicest. The flakes are like that big. White fish. So nice. Chips look, our chips look very similar to yours though. But then a spud's a spud, is it not? Oh, I don't like calamari. You see, the Australia and the British food scenes, two very different. And you'd think it'd be the same, but you're surrounded by more tropical waters. Now, if our waters were warmer and we had calamaris, I'm sure squid would be. We can get it here, but it's all like the posh fine dining restaurants, Bill. Yeah, you can get cod here, but haddock is very much like cod, but to me, haddock's tastier. Oof. Oh, the dog. Well, to be honest with you, Craig, if Phantom's out like me, old people, like I'm talking 90 plus, don't know why, but like I used to find it out of it, old people scare me. Well, you just get rid of the evidence and let him do a big shit. Nah, I don't think he'd be to do that. A dog what's going to attack a person gets beaten up and stuff, Craig, and gets... You don't beat the dog. Yeah, that's what I mean. Bill, you can catch it. You can go like sea fishing here and do a catch and keep, but you have to, every fish you catch, you have to like measure it, and if it's even 2 millimeters too small, you have to put it back. Sean, that is so cute. I saw him doing it. That is so cute. I wish my cats did that. I know it can be too much, but if it wasn't there, you'd miss it, you know what I mean? So just remember that. Well, you've got... Maybe you should start getting him out around more people. Take him for some long walks where there's some busy parks, or I don't know. Or because he's that big, take him for a ride. Yeah, you don't want that. Nah. You know what he needs? You know what he needs? He needs to get on the beach, Craig. He needs to go run loose in that sea. Get some of that salt in that paw. Bend some of that energy. You've got to remember, he's such a big dog. He's got like super energy. Yeah, it's 4 Celsius, 4 degrees Celsius here, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. Because he's around the two of you all the time. He don't see many other people, does he not? You've got a shot collar, haven't you? Yeah, because it's designed for little pooches, not fucking horse dogs. Pardon me. Get loads of gas as you get older. Really let go there, Craig, and nearly went. Always fucking losing stuff. Did you try it? Found it. That's another thing about TikTok, Joff. You can play tunes, set playlists up and everything. You can play music without it being copyrighted and having to take it down. It's great. And you'd love the battles. You pick some random dudes to battle with, and it all depends. And then you tap the screen, and if you win a battle, you get coins, and the coins can be turned into prizes, and you actually get gifts. And they're written on there, Craig. Titties. Tick titties. There is some lads, but no, I don't watch them stupid things. Yeah, there's no copyrights. So you can be like, Alexa, look, you have not had one. I'm doing something wrong. I must smell. Wonder if you get a different audience to like what I get. I've started seeing Australia. It's real weird. I didn't see no Aussies, and then all of a sudden, I started seeing Australians. It's like when you're looking out for cars, and you buy a certain car, and then all of a sudden you start seeing the car you bought everywhere. I had some earlier on. I was on a live, and it was just like this, Craig. Showing the tanks and whatnot. You make a point there, Bill. Spinners and boobs. You see, I didn't even get a notification you was live, Joff. That's exactly it, Craig. Like the guy I was on with earlier, on TikTok. He had 16,000 followers. To the point where, and you have subscription set up, Craig, so people can subscribe to it, and you actually get 100% of the subscription fee, not a percentage. YouTube just being stupid. I don't get many notifications to say Tom, Dick or Harry's gone live. It's like I got one from Craig once, and it was 5 hours after he'd actually been live, and I'm chatting away. This was the beginning days. I'm chatting away, and I didn't even realise it wasn't already live. It was already been. Of course you do. Of course you want the money if you can get it. There's one guy on TikTok who keeps fish tanks, Craig, and he's only got 4 tanks, and he's making a living from it. But he's got, do you know, he's got the gift of the gab. But once you suss out TikTok, it's actually really good. And I'll be honest, the chat platform on TikTok's far better than here. And for instance, do you know, if you're on TikTok live and you want to show something, you can actually pause the screen, go onto your other screen to get your picture, and you can float your picture around, or say it was a picture of a fish, you can actually float it around on screen. So you can actually send like picture messages. You're wearing it the honest way now, Craig. And that, my friend, is called the road to redemption. You got all these fat cats at the top making loads of dollar off other people. Yeah, I know what you mean. People who bullshit. People who talk a good talk but don't see it through. I'm gonna give the discus a late night feed, I think. This is really good food. So many vitamins in it and whatnot. Just show you. Oh, excuse the light glare on. Here we go, that's that gone. Just a feed response off these little monkeys. Pew, pew. It is expensive, but really good. I don't mind paying over the odds, if I'm honest with you, Sean. I don't do anything else in life. I don't go out, I don't go to pub, I smoke, I don't drink. So like I said to my wife, what else have I got to enjoy in life? And I started turning around and went, buying fish, not just fish, buying expensive fish foods. Oh, the old saying goes, you can't play a player, Craig, or you can't kid a kidder, or you can't fool a fool. Yeah, I'm in a position, Sean, where I got the good payout after my injury at work. Invested a lot of that. Made sure it was gone, and then I went through the British system for disability payment, and it took me 4 years to get it, but I got it in the end. And it's such a rigmarole. It's like a 56-page booklet you have to fill in about your health, all your medication, what the ad, what it does, what effects it has on you. Does it age you? Does it make you drowsy? If you've had MRI scans and you've got injuries, you have to send them in. You know, you can't just fiddle the system now. And I don't enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather be out working, guys. Yeah, same. I've got neuropathy issues. I'm just going through the test for what's the non-bad, well, what's the not so bad diabetes? Is it type 1? My wife's just been diagnosed with it. I'm just having the test done. Yeah, all my animals do, our cats and dog do. We've just done it. Oh, there's the two plecos. He's ready to go. I just think she needs a bit more size on her, Craig. They're like 4 inches. He's about 5 inches. But yeah, I've got 16 different fish foods, and 8 of them are for the discus. Oh, the pepper in. Yeah, one of them had it really bad, Craig, but now it's, I thought, I actually know what you mean. With age it thins out, doesn't it? You know, you work all that time though, Mark, and then you look back at all your ailments and injuries you've got, and repetitive strain injuries, and they're all work related. And then the government just kind of disowns you, and then you look back and you're just like, am I just a fucking number or what? And the reality is we are. I hate today's society. I fucking hate. That's why I don't go out. Same as me. Same as me, sure. And now I'm not working, I get really depressed. Or like if I hear someone say, oh, I'm fucking got work tomorrow. Or if my wife turns around and says, oh, I've got work, I'm like, don't, just don't. What the fuck is that shrimp? Oh, it's an amano. Look like a glass shrimp. I'm 45. And I actually finished at age 40. I worked from the age of 15. I did a paper round to the age of 16 because it was the only thing you could do to get money. Deliver newspapers. I've worked in greenhouses, that was hard work. Even though it was cool outside, it was like 38 Celsius. So I'm looking at it, you know. We don't have long left in life, do we? Let's be honest, we know our own selves. That's what I mean, Mark. It's like life just kicks you right in the fucking balls. Why does it always happen to like the good people, you know? For instance, is cancer racist? It's just a bitch of a world. I mean, my auntie now, my mum's 72, so my auntie will be 75. She got breast cancer about 5 years ago, had one breast removed, clear for 3 years. 2 years ago she had her other breast removed, and now she's got cancer in the blood and cancer of her bones, and it's untreatable. So what's she doing? She's enjoying life. She now lives by the coast in Cornwall, where it's lovely. But she doesn't let it rule her or own her. She's kind of got it is what it is, which it is, but nobody deserves it. Yeah, all these invasive treatments, it comes with consequences. I went back to work part time. I tried doing some jobs. I got 4 days into and I got issues in my lower back. Woke up one day and I couldn't move. I ended up in hospital. They did another MRI and one of my discs, my L5 to the L6, I think, or is it the S1? It collapsed. What's it called? Herniated. Fucking hell, it hurt. I never felt so low in my life. I was actually laid in the bed behind the camera, like a fucking cripple. Couldn't even get up to piss properly. Yeah, slip disc. But it happened in two different places at the same time, Sean. And now if I lift anything above 10 kilos, Sean, I'll be out for a month. This is the thing. As much as it sucks, what can you do? You're still living and breathing, Mark. You got to get on with it, aren't you? And I'm sure you've got that. Get up and go about you. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do no bending. If I do any bending, it's got to. I'm supposed to have physio, but I don't even go to it now because it's just a load of shit what I already know. I know what my body can and can't do. That's why I've done my fish room um, designed around my needs, like my wastewater bucket that's on wheels. My filling up taps are all at waist height, so I don't have to bend down. I've kind of made my room disabled friendly. Could probably get a wheelchair in here, if I'm honest. The plants have done amazing in here. They've grown above the wood. Is that dumbbells when you sat down? Because it's so different sitting down. See, I work on my arms. I've got strong arms. It's one thing I'll never not have. I've got quite. I'm pulling them in the background. I've always been blessed with strong arms. You stand. Tell you what, do you know what's made me get the most pain and the one that made me get the least pain? Gaining weight's made me gain more pain. When I lost weight, my pain receded. Which is gravity at the end of the day, you know. I'm 6 foot tall, nearly 20 stone. I carry a lot of weight. I still keep going. I'm just slower. It's like if I was bending down the other day to do something and I was on like my knees for about 2 minutes. I went to get up and my legs was just dead and didn't want to work. I was getting up like you know, and you're like, what's going on? Oh, go you, man. I reckon I'm about I reckon I'm about 280, maybe 260. I'm not fat, I've just got a little belly, bit of a beer gut. People ask me if I drink and I don't. This room gives me enough exercise now, I ain't gonna lie. It certainly keeps me on my toes. My doctor said to me I need to be down to 13 stone for my ideal weight. I said me at 13 stone would look like someone what's just come out of remission. Wouldn't look healthy at all. Tall guys in my opinion, all tall guys should have some beef on them. Just makes the guy a guy. I did, Craig, yeah. Someone's feeling it in their wallet. It's a lot of powder, that, innit? It's a lot of powder. And Vicky's. Oh. Yeah, exactly, one nose. The bastardos. You stuff salmon with powder. Whoa, nice. You give me special price. Oh, nice. Right then. I best wrap it up here, guys, and say enjoy the rest of the evening. I shall catch you all soon. Thank you for joining me. catch you soon, Craig. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you go live, let me know. Because I don't always get the notifications. No worries, Sean. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, Sean. And sleep. Alright, guys. Take care. Bye.